Hey my Mofies and OPI, this is Metrono, Ivernan, and today I'm going to be talking about why I don't really want to use CyberLink's PowerDirector anymore. If you guys didn't know, I use CyberLink's PowerDirector 14 to edit my videos and put them on YouTube. I was so happy to use it because back in the day I was struggling to find a good video editor, and my mother was the one who recommended PowerDirector 14 to me. When PowerDirector 14 was in its prime, I found it to be a really fast and robust video editor, and I really enjoyed using it. But recently, PowerDirector has been starting to get so slow that it would crash at least 3 times every time I try to make a video out of it, and I don't know how many times it will crash during the making of this video. I'm going to be explaining the history of using PowerDirector 14 on the Metrono Ivernan channel, the current day flaws of PowerDirector 14, how it made me a better video editor in general, and what video editor I'm going to pursue next. Now, I've used PowerDirector 14 for over a year now. The first video where I officially used PowerDirector 14 was on December 6th of 2015. I knew I was going to get the full version, so I decided to download a trial version of PowerDirector 14 to try it out. If you guys actually want to see the first video of me using PowerDirector 14, the link to this video is in the description. Before PowerDirector 14, the first video editor that I really used on the Metrono Ivernan channel was VideoPad, but the video editor was really basic and didn't have all the features that I wanted. Plus, it was a free trial version, so hey. I got PowerDirector 14 for Christmas, and keep in mind that PowerDirector 14 was the latest version of PowerDirector at the time. Starting from the trial version, I was so amazed at how fast PowerDirector 14 rendered videos, which is probably one of the things that I still like about PowerDirector 14. Over the next 6 months I used PowerDirector 14, I started to learn how to get better at video editing, including effects, manipulating clips, and rendering formats. It was a pain, but I finally learned how to make 60 frames per second videos in PowerDirector. Sometime in late 2016, PowerDirector 15 got released, and this is where we start to head into our next section of the video. Now that PowerDirector 15 was released, CyberLink started to no longer release any more updates for PowerDirector 14. The issue with PowerDirector 14 that I'm about to say is an issue that nobody says about PowerDirector 14. So this is an issue that CyberLink does not want their customers to know. I know this sounds like clickbait, but trust me, this is true. Since PowerDirector 14 no longer gets updates ever since PowerDirector 15 was released, there were no updates that were released to help keep the performance of PowerDirector 14 quick and robust. And my NVIDIA drivers are still being updated for years to come. Since PowerDirector 14 doesn't improve its optimization for newly updated drivers, PowerDirector 14 starts to have a hard time working with my drivers. This is what is leading to PowerDirector 14 being so slow and crashing frequently. This was an issue that did not occur in the first few months when PowerDirector 15 was released. This issue started up sometime around late 2016. The more time passes by, more glitches appear, and the overall performance gets even slower. And how do I know that this isn't really my computer's fault for the slow performance? Because every other program works just fine. In fact, the most recent glitch that I have in PowerDirector 14 is rendering problems, where sometimes the video and the audio would get out of sync. I was going to upload a commentary video on how I was going to improve my content, and it had really nice editing, but PowerDirector up the rendering because certain portions of the videos were out of sync. I rendered the video 4 different times and tried everything to fix this problem, but nothing worked. I will probably upload this video later when I get a new editor, but for right now, I can't upload it. The mistakes are so bad. What pisses me off is, as I said before, that nobody who uses PowerDirector talks about this. I tried to see if anybody else was having the same problem as I was, and no results came up. Personally, I think this is a bull way for Cyberlink to force their users to upgrade to PowerDirector 15. Screw you, Cyberlink. Over the time when I did use Cyberlink's PowerDirector 14, I learned a lot about video editing. Like I said before, I learned how to use effects more appropriately, along with managing clips easily and learning different rendering formats. There were other things that I learned over time that didn't relate to the video editor, and the best example that I can give is delivering my content to my audience. Before using PowerDirector 14, I didn't really know how to appropriately deliver my content to my audience. But thanks to live streaming and using PowerDirector 14 to help edit my videos, I could definitely say that I have gotten better at delivering my content to you guys. And that was what got me a glance from the public eye. Well, of course, my most popular videos on the channel are not really likable, but these things are what helped me improve as a channel. For instance, in my Hero Tycoon mini-series that I used to play on Roblox, I used the method of cutting out filler words and long silences unless they were necessary, and that helped me get a lot of views. But just because I got a lot of views doesn't mean that they were very reputable. I got quite some hate on these videos, but I really thank everyone who genuinely tried to help me improve as a channel. And I thank the Mofies and OPI who still stick around to watch my content, despite me ending my most popular series, Roblox. I am still improving as a brand, and there are still improvements that I gotta make to how I edit videos and how I would communicate with my audience effectively. But learning how to edit videos more effectively was one of the first steps that helped me improve. Since PowerDirector 14 is quite unstable and slow now, it's not going to be much longer until I switch to a new editor. I'm going to fully transition into a new editor when I turn 17 years old, and when this happens, Cyberlink's PowerDirector 14 will be dead to me. I am not going to get PowerDirector 15 because PowerDirector 16 will come in 6 to 7 months, and I'm afraid that PowerDirector 15 will start to have the same problems as what PowerDirector 14 currently has. Because of this, I will no longer be using any more products made by Cyberlink, so what other editors can I choose from? My first choice is to get Adobe Creative Cloud because it updates constantly and it has many different applications that I could use. My only concern with this is the fact that you pay on a subscription and that many people seem to be having problems with it, such as downloading different apps. My second choice is to get Adobe Creative Suite 6, but it will not exactly be up to date, so that is a problem. I want you guys to comment down below what you think I should get for my next video editor and why I should get it. Be sure to explain it with good detail. Now, I'm going to talk about some popular suggestions that you guys might say, and I'm going to explain why these ones will not work out for me. First up is Sony Vegas. Now, I have seen really good reviews for this, and many people say that it is one of the best video editors money can buy. But what really scares me away from Sony Vegas is the price. While I do like that Sony Vegas is a single purchase, Sony Vegas costs as much as a 1-year subscription to all the apps in Adobe's Creative Cloud. For that same price, I could use 8 out of 10 of the 20 different apps that Adobe offers, while Sony Vegas is only a video editor. I understand that once you buy Sony Vegas, you keep it forever, but like PowerDirector, a new version will come out, meaning that I'll have to shower another $500 to $600 just to get the newer edition of Sony Vegas. I am not going to buy Final Cut Pro because I need a Macintosh to run Final Cut Pro. And just so you guys know, I will never use a Macintosh for personal affairs or tasks. I mean, I do have an iPhone, but that's because Apple does a better job at designing its operating system for a phone than it does a computer. Last thing, I do not like cheap video editors that can only do basic features. I want a program that is designed for professional editors or high-end movie production. Professional is my skill level, and an editor that is designed for that skill level is ideal for me. I will accept a high-end movie production skill level, but of course it'll take some getting used to. But do you agree that I should use Adobe Premiere CC or CS6? Or what other editors should I get? Type in the comments on what you guys think. So it's going to be less than 2 months until I stop using Cyberlink's PowerDirector 14 and use a new video editor. So far, I think this is a step forward in the Metrono Ivernan channel, while some of you will probably think this is 2 steps back. But hey, you do need to practice a new editor before you get better, am I right? I'm sorry that I couldn't upload the other commentary video, but hopefully I can recreate it in the new editor and get it uploaded to you guys. One more thing before I go, I'm going to be uploading some Roblox videos that I've never uploaded for quite some time, and this is going to be called Roblox_archive, so stick around for that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already to become a Movie/Hopias today, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. This is Metrono Ivernan, signing out.